I went the wrong way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for our next Muay Thai bout of the evening. First fighter, making their way to the ring, Emilio Felix.
Peter, is that better now?
Okay, Emilio Felix making his way out of Santa Cruz Kickboxing. Ivan, relatively big man here, 6 feet tall, 210 pounds. He's 1-0. I mean, what are you going to say about a guy like this? I don't know anything else about him, Ivan. We didn't get much information. Any thoughts on Santa Cruz Kickboxing or Emilio Felix?
Well, I know that Santa Cruz Kickboxing is pretty up and coming. They've got a bunch of new fighters. I actually just recently heard about them. And so they're hosting open sparring. They're doing more competitions locally. And I've seen lots and lots of social media videos with the Santa Cruz boxing guys getting their hands raised. So I would expect Emilio Felix to attempt to continue that tradition. I mean, these guys don't come here to play patty cake. These guys come here to win. People come to get their hands raised, and I don't expect anything less from Emilio Felix.
And now, making his way to the ring, his opponent, Matt Nolan.
Matt Nolan out of Douglas Muay Thai. He's also 1-0. Another guy also 6 feet tall, big man, 6 feet, 210 pounds. Comes out of Douglas County Muay Thai and Carson City Boxing Club. Javier Trujillo from Douglas Muay Thai, his coach. Mike Peralta from Carson City Boxing.
Yeah.
He also wants to give a shout out to Jack Montgomery from Dream Academy, Carson City, Nevada, who helped with sparring and some great advice. He likes to characterize himself, since he hasn't found his style because he's a newbie for all intents and purposes. He's a brawler, as he says, a brawler with heavy hands.
You know, I'm actually really excited to see this. So I do know a little bit about Javier Trujillo. He recently opened up this Douglas County Muay Thai in the last year or two. And he is a fighter's fighter, Javier Trujillo. He's gone to Thailand. He's done bare knuckle Muay Thai. He's fought over here in the States. He's run for governor of Nevada. Interesting dude. So Matt Nolan, I'm sure, you know, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And so Javier, I'm assuming, attracts a certain type, and I guarantee that Matt Nolan fits that type. So Rolling Nolan, painter by day. I hope to see him paint the canvas with Emilio's blood tonight. It's gonna be a banger.
Brilliant use of a metaphor, my man. He just started training a couple months ago. And, you know, he took a fight in Minden, Nevada, he said, on 6 days' notice. No prior training. No training. Came out with a unanimous decision win. He said he had a great turnout. He just loved how it felt. And so he started training, decided to do another fight. You know, he's just that brawler with heavy hands. So hoping to get that technique refined as we go to the introduction now from Brandon Kyle.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The big boys ready to make some big noise in the Central Coast Fighting Championship ring. Introducing first, representing the blue corner, this fighter stands 6 feet tall, officially weighing 206.5 pounds. Tonight makes his amateur Muay Thai debut, representing Santa Cruz Boxing, Emilio Felix. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, he also stands 6 feet tall, weighing in 208 pounds. Comes into tonight's bout with a record of 1 victory and no defeats, representing Douglas County Muay Thai. He is Matt Nolan. This bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. Your referee in charge of the action, David Shirley.
David Shirley, our referee for this next Muay Thai fight here tonight. at Central Coast Fighting Championship and New Money Fight Club in Santa Cruz, California. Thrilled to have you all here with us. The time is now for round number 1.
Nice sportsmanship. Touch gloves at the beginning. Looks like they're off to a slow start. I think once somebody gets punched, it's going to go, these guys are going to go ballistic.
Yeah, it's going to wake them up, let them know they're in a fight, right, Ivan?
That's right. Someone's going to see red.
Sometimes it takes that. You don't realize. You have to get hurt to realize you're in a fight and realize, oh, I need to react. You know, like a little more rudimentary striking, you know, like understandably because these guys are very much new to the fight. You know, what I do kind of like here, Ivan, they're not going ballistic right away. They're actually feeling each other out, which is nice to see. Sometimes guys come out wild because of that adrenaline right off the bat in some amateur bouts early on in their career, right?
You know, especially like what I'm noticing and what I've learned over time is like being big and muscular isn't always an advantage. So you see Emilio seems to be a little bit less physically developed, but his movement is a little bit smoother. His punches seem to flow more freely, and you know, not taking anything away from Matt, you know, but typically the more time you spend in the traditional gym, the less transfer it has into the ring or cage. So I would like to see Matt use his fundamentals. I'd like to see him use a jab. I'd like to see him stay close, keep his hands up near his head, and then keep that pressure on, not go for anything too big.
It's great to hear the audience get behind them. They want more. They're all here for it. They're all about it. They love supporting Central Coast Fighting Championship and New Money Fight Club. And, you know, still, once again, you know, while they're new in their career, I like how they're taking time to feel it out and, you know, not go wild and, you know, actually pick their shots, learn to be patient. You know, so I don't know if there's been much of an adrenaline dump. I do see Matthew Nolan's mouth hanging open a little bit. I don't know if that's just incidental or if he's actually already tired, maybe from that adrenaline dump. I don't know, Ivan.
Well, yeah, I'd like to see both fighters be a little bit more active with their jab. I'd like to see both fighters be a little bit more active with their jab, especially Emilio. You know, it seems like he's just kind of ranging Matt at the moment, throwing some unprotected kicks. He's not setting his kicks up at all. He's just throwing them. And I'd like to see more punching. You know, there it is.
Yep. On cue there from Coach Ivan Batnich here tonight. You know, so still feeling it out. So you want to see more punches. From both of them, would you tell them, in both their corners there, Ivan, would you tell them you want to see them letting their hands go a little bit more, use that jab, and let their hands go more for both fighters?
If I'm in Matt Nolan's corner, I'm just going to tell him to keep things real basic, you know. Jab, jab, kick. Jab, jab, kick, block. Try to check those kicks. Try to pressure Emilio up against the cage. Keep him on his back foot. I don't want Emilio settling in. I don't want him to be able to strike me. If I'm Emilio's coach, I'm telling him to fire down the middle. I'm looking for a cross, jab, cross. Matt's hands stay low. I'm coming in hot if I'm Emilio. Maybe line up the head with a couple jabs and just fire that overhand. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Matt take a couple big shots this next coming round.
All right. On to round number 2. Oh, there you go. Some hands there from Emilio. Like you said, Ivan. Oh, look at that. He lands a nice big right hand. It looked like it wobbled Matt for just a minute, but he recovers. Coach is calling for him to not let him off and to stay on him. I want him to use that killer instinct, right, Ivan?
That's right. That's calling for it. Punch and kick. That's the name of the game, Muay Thai.
Punch and kick, eh? Oh, look at that. No,
that was a slip.
Just a slip.
Yeah,
Referee David Shirley not calling it a knockdown, only a slip.
Yeah, I'd like to see Matt keep his hands up. But sometimes the best lessons you got to learn the hard way, and that's one of the beauties of these competitions. You know, you don't always get the results you want, but you always get the results you need. So Hopefully Matt's able to refine his technique. Hopefully Emilio can refine his technique, and I want to see both these guys keep their hands up, keep their guard active.
Like you say, the lessons you need. It's not win or lose. It's win or learn. I mean, you know, a loss sure is a loss on paper, but it is an opportunity for us to assess what we need to work on, and that's where we're really going to learn about how to refine the game, right?
Yeah, and really the only way that you can test your techniques is by getting up in there. You know, so much respect to both opponents and to the coaches for providing these guys with an outlet. I mean, it's such a unique thing to be able to compete against somebody. Here we go, Matt Nolan coming in hot.
There you go.
I'm excited to see it.
Oh, okay, he just misses. Matt pushing forward, though. Comfortable initiating that clinch. Go ahead.
He said he was going to stay in your face the entire time, and he's doing it. He seems to be doing a great job so far.
Brawler with those heavy hands. I'd like to see if he can land a big shot. Let's see.
Well, you know, it looks like Emilio's feeling pretty tired over there.
Okay. Referee David Shirley taking a look at him. I couldn't tell what he called.
Javier Trujillo. Oh. Yeah, he's tired. Let him know. Let's go, Matt. Let's see what you got, Emilio. Putting it down for the hometown. Come on, Emilio. David Shirley checking in with these guys.
Okay, he's letting them know you cannot knee to the head, Matt Nolan, because no knees to the head allowed in amateur Muay Thai.
I see.
All right, they resume, and that's just the very close of the second round. So they still got one more round to go. Like you said, Javier Trujillo was letting Matt Nolan know that Emilio's tired. Yep. So you got to think he's going to be telling him in the corner, turn up the pressure. This is the time to do it, and create that positive impact on the judges for himself, or even get that stoppage, right?
You know, I think it could go either way right now. I mean, I thought that Emilio might have been pretty tired, but they did get a little bit of rest due to that medical, illegal strike. But, you know, Matt really turned the tide the last round and was able to at least in my perspective, swing the advantage. I think that Emilio felt his power a few times, didn't like it. And, you know, they have this word, it's called contagion. It's when you're looking for the way out. And, you know, right now I think that Emilio might be looking for the way out.
We'll see what happens as he regroups here in this third and final round here at CCFC.
Make some noise. This is the third and final round.
And New Money Fight Club.
I think this first minute's going to be real fast. I think if it lasts past the first minute of the third round, it's going to go to a decision. But don't be surprised if we somebody get hurt right now.
Okay. Okay, Matt throws a kick, throws another kick, but there Emilio checks it.
Looks like Emilio's trying to line up that cross.
You called for it earlier, Ivan.
Emilio staying active, maintaining range, hitting him with some kicks. But Matt's not backing down.
No, not quite.
And this is like what people want to see, you know, two big guys laying it on the line.
Pace slowed a little bit. Do you feel that's more of a strategic approach, or do you think maybe they're both winded at this point? Because, I mean, you know, they've really put a lot into this fight. And, you know, at this weight, it's harder to maintain that gas tank. What do you think, Ivan?
I mean, these are both big guys, and they're both real early in their careers. It's hard to pace yourself, especially when you're big. So I'm thinking that right now both of these guys are a little fatigued, but don't be surprised. It's the last 30 seconds. we'll see a burst at the end. These guys are going to try to steal the round. These guys are going to try to make an impact on the judges.
On cue, right as you said it, we saw them swinging a little bit bigger, a little bit harder there, Ivan.
Watch out for these last 10 seconds.
Yep. And that is it. Completed all 3 rounds. You know, it's tough to say there, Ivan. I could not pick a winner off this because, you know, they both obviously, you know, green in their amateur career, but they showed a lot of heart. They showed that technique that they've been working on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to call it. I mean, could you pick a winner at this point? We're going to find out from the judges, but, you know, best guess, Ivan, what would you say?
My best guess, I would either eke it out very slightly to Matt for being a little bit more aggressive, but definitely I think the first round went to Emilio. Matt kind of pushed the pace and turned the tide in the second round. And then in the third round, I saw Matt be a little bit more active and was pressuring a little bit more. So I would actually end up giving this fight to Matt, but we'll see. We got the hometown advantage to Emilio, so we'll see how these judges score it. I would also say that Emilio did show a little bit higher level technique. He seemed to be more technical. His punches seemed to be more fluid. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw. I wouldn't be surprised if Matt pulls it out. And I also wouldn't be surprised if Emilio pulls it out. So we'll just have to wait and see what these judges have to say. What about you, Peter? What are you thinking?
I think I would hate to be a judge. That's the best answer I can give you, Ivan, especially when you're thinking it's so close. But nonetheless, we can now go to the decision with Brandon Kyle once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for both these warriors. What a scrap they put on for us here tonight. But after 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge number 1 scored the fight 29-28, blue corner. Judge number 2 scored the fight 29-28, red corner. And judge number 3 scored the fight 29-28. Declaring your winner by a split decision, fighting out of the red corner, Matt Nolan.
Well, Ivan, you did say you could see them eking it out to him in a split decision. And that's how it went. But, you know, closely contested battle, you know, I can't say, you know, I can't say, and